Sup nerds, today we have Magnamon Armor versus Melga X. Chris starts us off by hatching Wanya, evoing into Vmon, and playing Davis, and using Davis to play another Vmon. Brandon hatches the one of Buka, evos in a Gabu, and plays Matt, Scourge's top 3, adds the one of Where promo, and plays Gabumon, Scourge's top 3, swing and a miss. Alright, Chris promotes, gains memory from Davis. Swing on him 2k, survives. Eva's in a Magna for 3 memory. Swing security, draws from Wanya, also survives. And plays Davis for 3 and does not have another Vmon in play. Brandon promotes. Gabumon gives himself blocker and draws a card, and then Matt triggers to tap himself to gain a memory. And Brandon crashes into Vmon to get it off the field. And Brandon Full Moon Meteor impacts the Magnamon back to Chris's hand and then gains 1 memory. Chris hatches Wanyamon. Eva's into Vmon. Armor's 2 weaknesses, bouncing and DP reduction. Alright, and Chris just hard plays Magnamon for 7 to give Brandon 3. Brandon hatches Sunamon. Triggers Gabumon, gives himself blocker, draws a card, and then taps Matt to gain a memory. Then Eva's in a Gabumon and raising. Eva's in a Gabu X for 0. Scourge's top 3. Swing and a miss. Pops Mental. Eva's in a Garu for 0. Eva's in a Where for 3. Swing on him, unsuspend, draw from Gabu, draw from Garuru. I think Brandon forgot the Magnamon has blocker, LOL. So Chris just blocks and the Where dies for no reason. Oops. It's possible he could have done that because his hand is really awkward and he needed the draws. He plays Mental Training, adds Gabumon, and chokes Chris to 1. Chris promotes, gains 2 memory from the Davis Eye, swing on him, 7k, dies. Eva's in a Magna for 3. Swing on him, draws from Wanya. He has 9k, gained 2000 DP on Evo. And plays Mental, Scourge's top 2, adds Mental. Brandon promotes. Pops Mental. Evo's in a Garu for 0. Muscle memory. Evo's in a Garu X for 0. I do see a Zudamon Ace in Chris's hand, so it could be dangerous for Brandon to swing here. It's not going to bounce this dude, though. Alright, and Brandon Full Moon Meteor impacts the Magnamon. Gains 2 memory back. Then Chris's turn at 4. He hatches. Plays Mental. He's running out of rookies here. There we go. Adds Vmon. Eva's in a Vmon. And plays Davis for no targets. Brandon hatches Sunamon. Eva's in a Gabumon. Very awkward. Swing on him, draw from Gabu. Gain 1000 from Sunamon. Tap Matt to gain a memory. 7k, 1 check. Survives. Alright, then he evos into Where for 3 to choke Chris to 1. Chris promotes. Gains 3 memory from Davis Eye. There we go. Math is hard. Goes to 4. Pops Mental. Evos into Magnamon for 0. The Vmon reduces it by 1 and Mental reduces it by the other 2. So he strips the top source of the Where. Swing security. Draw from Vmon and Wanyamon. Survives. And then Awakenings into Magnamon for 3 on suspends and then swings for game. So Magnamon Armor does take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the Magnamon Armor deck profile, link will be in the pinned comment below. Alright, so Brandon chooses to go first for game 2. Hatches the one of Bukamon again. Realizes he did forget to shuffle his Tama though. Alright, now we hatched Sunamon. Plays Matt, Scourge's top 3, adds Gabumon. Chris hatches Wanya. Eva's in a Vmon. And Eva's in a Magna for 3. And plays Mental, Scourge's top 2, adds Davis. Brandon Eva's in a Gabumon. Plays Mental, Scourges top 2, adds Garu X. And evos in a Garu for 2. Plays Davis for 3 to choke Brandon to 1. Brandon stays in Raising, evos in a Garu X. Evos in Aware for 3 to set Chris to 2. Chris promotes. Gains memory from Davis. Swing on him. Draws 1 from Wanya. Survives. Plays U for 4 memory to choke Brandon to 1. Brandon promotes. Swings at the Magna. Draws 1 from Gabu. Draws 1 from Garu. Trashes a card for Wear to unsuspend. Taps Matt to gain a memory. And gains 1,000 from Sunamon. So he's 9k over the Magna. Magna triggers. He draws 1 and then plays the Vmon back out. Swing Security, draws again from Garu, 9k, 1 check. Survives. Evos into Wear X for 1, triggers Wear X's effect. Trashes Gabu and Garu to unsuspend, then adds Garu back. Swings again, draws from Garu, triggers Wear to trash a card to blow up the Vmon, 1 check at 9. Checks Magnamon. Magnamon de-evos the Wear X. Sag that the Vmon just got popped because he could have evoed into the Vmon for free. And getting de-evoed is actually a good thing for Brandon here. Yep. Wear X for 1, triggers Wear X's effect again, trashes Gabumon and Gabumon, adds back Garu, unsuspends. Pops Mental, evos into Melga for 2 and stuns both of Chris's Tamers. Chris goes to 3 from Shu, hatches Wanyamon. Evos into Vmon. Evos in a Magna for 3. And Evos in a Magna X for 4. We have a first chat here. That should have been for 4 memory, setting Brandon to 4. Brandon hatches Bukamon. Evos in a Gabumon. Swing on him. Draws 1 from Gabu. Draws 1 from Garu. Triggers Matt. Taps himself. Gains a memory. Triggers Wear X's effect. Trashes Garu to unsuspend. 1 check 13. Swing again, draw from Garu, unsuspend from Melga's effect. Checks a Heaven's Judgment, minus his 12k out of security, but thankfully because of the Sunamon 1000 DP buff, he lives at 1000 DP. Very lucky that wasn't the Bukamon. Swings again, draws from Garu. Dies to the Merciful mode, but triggers Garu X to trash 2 sources of the same level to not die. Evos into Melga X for 1, unsuspends himself, then swings for game. So Melga does take game 2. Alright, Chris chooses to go first for game 3. They both forget to shuffle their Tamas. Let's get some shuffles, because they're both playing Bukamon. Alright, Chris hatches Wanya. Eva's in a Vmon. And Eva's in a Magna for 3. Brandon hatches Suno. Eva's in a Gabu. Plays Gabu, Scourges top 3. Adds the 1 of Wear again. Eva's in a Gabu X, Scourges top 3 again. Has a choice here. Adds the Melga. And plays Mental, Scourges top 2. Sag, adds another Melga. Alright, Chris promotes. Activates Fire Rocket, giving Magnamon an additional 1 security check. Swing on him, 7000 DP, 2 checks. Full Moon Meter Impact, bounces it back. So unbelievably unfortunate. And Chris just plays Davis and Ken to set Brandon to 3. Brandon promotes. Gabumon gives himself blocker, pops Mental, evos into Garu for 0. Evos into Garu X for 0. Draws 2. Trashes 2. Gains memory. And he also gains 1000 DP from Sunamon. Evos into Wear for 3. Swing on him on suspend, draw from Gabu, draw from Garu. 1 check at 7k. Survives. Swing again, draw from Garu. 1 check at 7. Checks Magnamon X, so he does have to bot deck 2 non-Digi-Egg cards to keep himself from dying. How unfortunate. He bot decks double Mental Training. Evos into Wear X for 1. Triggers Wear X's effect. Trashes Gabu and Melga. Picks Melga back up, unsuspends. Evos into Melga for 4 and stuns Davis and Kin. Chris hatches Bukamon. Plays Vmon, Scourge's top 3. Max value, gets add Vmon. And Davis. Evo's in a Vmon. Pops Mental. Evo's in a Magna for 1 memory. Doesn't gain any DP, unfortunately. And then Evo's in a Magna X for 4, setting Brandon to 4. I personally would have Heaven's Judgmented the Melga. Unfortunately, you draft a full minus 18,000 DP on it, and you just have to hope he doesn't have the line to Evo that Gabu X up. But I would still force him to have it, instead of just Evoing into the Magna X and hoping it gets you there. Alright, Brandon draws, hatches Bukamon. Evo's into Gabu. Alright, Brandon swings, draws 1 from Gabu, draws 1 from Garu. Trashes 1 for Wear Garu X's effect to unsuspend, and also gains 1,000 DP from Sunamon, so it's 13,000 DP for 2 checks. He is good. Swing again, draw from Garu, unsuspend from his own effects. Attempt to swing for game, draw from Garu. Chris redirects, and then Magna X puts itself on top of security. Brandon Evo's into Melga X, unsuspends, and bounces the Magnamon back to Chris's hand. Sad day. Swings, draws from Garu, and then swings for game with Gabu X. So Melga does take it 2-1, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.